What is this? Moderation keeps everyone to feel safe. Build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Who can participate? Only positive people. Hide or put people on timeout. Oh, this is great. Set or delay between messages. Manage. Okay, I'm just going to close. Are we going? Is this live? Oh, yeah, it's live. All right, guys, I want to show you something. We have 499,991 subscribers. I'm hoping that before midnight tomorrow that we have 500,000 subscribers. That would be so awesome. So if you're watching right now, I'll make you a deal. You subscribe to my channel and I'm going to try to coordinate and answer questions. I'm live right now, babe.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So I'm begging we're going to see this number go up. So let's see if you have any questions. Be happy to answer them. But I want to see this number go up. So let's see. I know a small percentage of people that watch these things actually subscribe. Oh, I just lost a subscriber. I didn't ask you to do that. 2? What?
Wasn't it at 91?
First of all, why are you people watching this at this time? Why are you awake? Because we're getting ready for New Year's Eve tomorrow, and we're trying to prepare ourselves. But I'm probably going to go for a bike ride tomorrow, because if I go for a bike ride tomorrow and then I go for a bike ride on Monday, I'll be able to go for a bike ride on Tuesday, take a day off Wednesday, and then go easy on Thursday. And Saturday I have a bike race in Woodland Hills. So I have a bike race on next Saturday, 6 days from now. So I have to be prepared for that. So I need to get sleep. I should be taking if I took my magnesium, I would have been asleep by now, but I didn't take it, and I didn't do that on purpose. So you guys are from Australia. It's already New Year's Eve in Australia. Did you know that? I'm just being informed. Well, thank you, Australia. That's awesome. Okay, I didn't lose any more subscribers. All right, let's see. Why would someone see you being happy? Just to be mean that you subscribed. That was unbelievable. Good luck on your race. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Subscribe to the bike channel.
Hey, subscribe to my bike channel. Nobody watches that. It's actually very entertaining, I think. Well, I can't fall asleep right now because we're watching this. This is like watching the ball drop.
This is our countdown.
This is our countdown. We will probably not be able to stay up at night. I'm going to set this over here. I have some stories for you guys. Let's see if this goes well. Did you hear about the explosion at the cheese factory? All that left was debris. What is the best time on a clock? 6:30, hands down. So someone just got the Stop Worrying and Start Living book.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, because that will help you. Where's mine?
That's good for...
Mine's in storage right now. Our house is destroyed. All right, I went bald years ago, but I still carry around my comb. I just can't part with it. What's the name of my bike channel? Cycling in Southern California. It's on my channel, like in the description thing. Hey, I got another subscriber. Woohoo! Thank you very much.
10 more.
What cheese is the loneliest? Provolone. I'm going to use this for my channel. Nurse asks the patient, what blood type are you? Guy says, red.
Mine looks blue.
Yours is blue? Those are veins.
Oh.
How about that fella who invented the knock-knock joke? I heard he won the Nobel Prize.
These are awful.
These, next year I'm going to lose more subscribers because I'm going to start using these. Whatever you do, don't trust an atom. They make up everything. That requires some science knowledge. Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? It got stuck in a crack. Okay, that actually offends the algorithm because someone will be mad. All right, let's see. Okay, I already saw that one. My wife got me for Christmas, because I like these, a book.
A box of dad
A
jokes.
box of, how many are on here?
I don't know.
Let's see. The reason I have these is because I'm really not good at parties. I don't like going to parties, and I'm not good at parties. So I try to make up for it by being a good listener and telling jokes. But I have to have cue cards. I don't get that one.
What is it?
Okay, I'll tell it. Maybe someone can explain this to me. All right. What do you call a pile of cats? A meow train. Meow tane. Tan.
Like mountain?
Meowton. Oh, okay. I was thinking train. That makes no sense.
That one's a little weird.
All right, so here's something personal that I'll only say at midnight. One of my favorite dad jokes things is Will Ferrell and Marky Mark. He's not really Marky Mark anymore. What's Mark?
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. If you once you've subscribed to my channel and you're sick of the live thing, go on YouTube and type in Will Ferrell and
Mark Wahlberg.
I keep saying Marky Mark, but Mark Wahlberg, and it is hilarious. I love those guys. Every movie they've done, they basically play the same characters, and they do just different movies. What was the good movie? Dad, something about dads, stepdads, or something like that.
No, you're thinking Step Brothers. It was the one where he's the
stepdad, and Mark Wahlberg is the real dad. And then there was the one where they were police officers, the other guys. Doctor, do I have high blood pressure? No. But that would ruin my reputation, right? I try to help people with blood pressure by telling them jokes, because laughter is the best medicine. Should make a video about that. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be very funny. Don't worry, I'm in the same way at parties. I'm in a room full of people and voices. Yeah, me too. Let's see. When does a cucumber become a pickle? Now, don't ask my wife this, because she'll give you the scientific answer. She'll go through the whole thing. The science of fermentation. And who is the guy with the bow tie that was really good at explaining the science of food? Christopher Kimball. He was very good, and he was fun to watch
also
on TV.
Alton Brown.
Who?
Alton Brown.
Alton Brown?
Mm-hmm.
They
Food Network.
on Food Network, they talked about the science of how food works. It was awesome. So, when does a cucumber become a pickle? When it goes through a jarring experience. You should make a video about laughter, happiness, and joy.
Are you
I
doing-
did. The problem is I used a Muppet, not a Muppet. I did not use a Muppet.
That's a trademark.
That's a trademark. I used a puppet, not a Muppet. And people got really mad at that. I got nothing but negative comments on my puppet. So I stopped using it, except the other day, he did do a cameo. and I did it just to upset the people that don't like my puppet. All right, we're still at 10. Tell your friends.
Are you doing this until you get to...
I got nothing else to do. We got to stay up.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, tell your friends, get your kids, just get your kids' email and give me some subscribers. You could delete it tomorrow. I just want to take a picture of it, okay? Can you please do that so I can go to sleep? My God. You're going to the ER? Okay, I just sent someone to the ER. Can you please hit subscribe first? That's not funny. Just go to the ER.
Yeah.
Where do school supplies go on vacation? Pennsylvania.
Got it.
Why didn't the ghost go to the dance? He had no body to dance with. At work, not literally. Oh, you work at the ER.
That's why he's up.
That's why you're up.
Or whoever.
Are you a she or a he? Or
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's not a good question. You don't have to answer that. What musical instrument is found in the bathroom?
I don't want to know
A tuba toothpaste.
that. Oh, that's not so bad.
Okay, that was a lot. That's actually, we could come up with a lot better than that. What's a vampire's favorite citrus? Blood orange. Give me a break. I'm going to have a hard time riding my bike tomorrow. What do you get an astronaut's baby to fall asleep? What do you get an astronaut's baby to fall asleep? You rocket. Someone's going to have to explain that to me.
Well, you rock it. Like Rockabye Baby.
Oh, Rockabye Baby. This is why I married her.
The question was weird, was worded strangely.
Oh, so you're a person who won one of the books, the nutritional book.
So.
Did you read the book?
It's a gorgeous book.
It's a gorgeous book.
It's what you call a coffee table book.
Well, it's a coffee table book. However, I actually read the whole thing. And it's a great book. It's got a lot of good ideas in there. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9.
Oh, come on.
Everybody knows that one.
I've never heard this one before. Are you serious? You've heard this joke?
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. All right, we're going.
How many people are watching?
I think 26 people. 26 people are watching. Let's check.
That's nice.
Did you get your kids' email to give me some? I just lost one.
Oh no.
All right.
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm going to start cursing. Do you also have high blood pressure?
Do you have
No, so I don't know if they're asking someone else. All the best from Poland. Hey, we could be related. All right. We're all like brothers. Brothers don't shake. Brothers gotta hug. That's now, I just lost my monetization because I said that.
Maybe.
Do you hear about that Adam cheese? It's made backwards. A damn cheese?
Eat them.
Eat 'em. Nah. How many lips do flowers have? 2 lips.
Oh dear. So the sooner you get to 500,000, the less they have to hear
If
these
you
horrible jokes.
if you get me 500,000 subscribers, I promise
No more dad jokes.
I will not do dad jokes. What disease do you get around Christmas time? Tinselitis. Not funny? We don't use tinsel.
We don't use tinsel. Well, our friend does.
What's the best gift you got for Christmas? What's the best gift you gave for Christmas? That's not a dad joke. I'm just curious. What did people get? Put it down in the comments after you subscribe. Why was the baby raspberry crying? Ooh. Because her mom and dad were in a jam.
That's a little morbid.
Thank you. Please, thank you. Cool name. What's worse than raining cats and dogs? Hailing taxi cabs. Oh, that's funny. You know, if you guys want to see some cool dad jokes, I sometimes in my cycling channel, when we first start our bike ride, if I ride with the group, I will often tell a joke while we're warming up. And I videotape it to see who gets the joke and who doesn't. And almost invariably, I don't think there's only one cyclist who has a sense of humor or who gets the jokes, and he's not riding right now. So, but it's kind of funny when I do jokes and like Mark doesn't get it and then people don't get it, stuff like that. Maybe it's because they're
tuning you out.
They're probably, well, yeah. There's a rumor on the in the cycling group that they don't like it when I talk, and one guy really doesn't want me to talk, so they try to ride fast, so that as you ride faster, you're out of breath, so you can't talk. But I still talk, because if you're in better shape, then they get more tired than you do, and you can keep talking. That upsets this one guy. We call him Sunday's hero, Saturday morning's hero. Where can you get a degree in ice cream making? At Sunday school. Come on, guys, I want to go to sleep. What's funny about all this, are you kidding me? What kind of jokes do you want? You know, I might start the George Carlin, seven words you can't say on YouTube. We'll see how that does. Did well for him. Dad, can you put my shoes on? No, I don't think they'd fit me. All right. By the way, I'm not having any videos tomorrow, and I'm not having any videos Monday because I'm taking a break. I do about 30-ish videos per month, and it takes me a long period of time. Some of them I edit, and some I just kind of don't, because I can't do it fast enough. I usually do it in between patients. All right, what did the mushroom say on his date? I'm a real fun guy. I gave all my old batteries away today. No charge. You know, there's a lot of good jokes about Di2 batteries, I would imagine, not working. It's an inside joke.
Is it a cycling joke?
It's a cycling joke.
Okay.
Because basically on Strava, pretty much everyone who has Di2 will eventually on Strava title their ride Di2 batteries weren't charged. I never had that problem because I have cables, which is the way it's supposed to be. Until I get a new bike, then I'll get the Di2, because that's what they sell now. Stupid. I'm terrified of elevators. I'm going to start taking steps to avoid them.
You got to keep your analog bike.
Yeah, I got to keep an analog bike. How many steps do you take per month, per day? Do you guys walk? Let me know in the comment section. Let's see how we're doing. All right, not too good. Not too good. Are we going to sleep at all? I mean, okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Give it 10 more minutes.
I'm going to give it 10 more minutes. If it's not... A friend asked me the pros and cons of living in Switzerland. I told him the flag is a big plus.
Anybody from Switzerland?
Anybody from Switzerland? Put your flag on there so we can see where you're from. There's a few pluses in Europe, yeah. Who would win a fight between a shark and an octopus? The octopus. He's well armed. No. The shark would totally win. Wouldn't it? Shark win? Do sharks eat? What? Okay. Did you hear about the blue ship that sank in the Red Sea? Apparently the survivors are marooned. Oh. All right. Yesterday, your mom and I watched 3 movies back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV. Okay, I thought that was going to go way wrong. Like yesterday, your mom and I watched 3 movies. Yeah, that could... It's good that this is a G-rated YouTube
Yeah, this is supposed to be a family.
This is a family thing. That could have gone sour.
Yeah.
What did the mother spider say to the teen spider? You spend too much time on the web. How much does a hipster weigh? An Instagram. What do you call a group of killer whales playing instruments? An orchestra. All right, so for the people that are watching, there's 21 people watching still. I'm amazed. So tell me what you want to have as topics next year, because I'm devising and coming up with ideas for new topics for the channel. Oh, okay. Now we're at 10. All we need is 10 more. Come up with topics for me that you want me to discuss. So I've got roughly about 3,000 videos on YouTube, of which 500 are how to inhale and how to exhale, how to properly do it. So in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You could do it with your chest, you could do it with your belly, you could do it with both. So I got a lot of videos on that, and that seems to be extremely popular. Then, obviously,
Exercises.
Do you want to learn exercises, the right way to learn exercises, or is that not of interest to you? Let me know in the comments section so I can get an idea of what subscribers want to know. Because I know what, the majority of people, we're going to look right now. The majority of people are not subscribed. So we're going to just check the numbers here. Okay, we got 9 more. Let's do it, guys. Let's see. What percentage of people... Okay, 90% in the last 28 days of people that watched my channel are not subscribed. So only 9.9% of people are actually subscribed to the channel. So the people that are not subscribed, obviously, are watching it, I assume, for the first time. And they, you always have to do videos on blood pressure because that's one of the top reasons why people have doctor visits. And the other reason is because blood pressure is not really symptomatic. People don't know they have high blood pressure until you get it checked. If you're getting high blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure and you get a symptom, it's usually been there for a long, long time. And it's starting to damage your blood vessels, starting to damage your kidneys, starting to damage a lot of things. And by the time you end up with, you don't get symptoms of blood pressure, you get symptoms of something else that's more representative of long-term blood pressure problems. So I'm always going to produce videos on that because that's the one of the easiest things to change, and one of the things you can change yourself. So, there's a lot of talk on YouTube with Peter Attia on how to change your ApoB and all these different things, but you can't check that yourself. You can't check that at home. You have to, you can't be checking your blood every single day. It's not feasible, it's not affordable. But pretty much anyone can get a hold of a blood pressure cuff and monitor it and see what happens with that. So blood pressure is very easy. Pulse rate is very easy because you can check that yourself too. Usually comes with a blood pressure monitor, but the blood pressure is more important from a long-term health. Another option is let's see, we got a little thing here. What is the natural acceptable variability range of blood pressure? Okay, so I have tons of videos on this. What's acceptable? What should it be, for example, when somebody is moving around doing household? Well, you're not supposed to check your blood pressure when you're moving around. That's the whole thing. Blood pressure is supposed to be checked. It's called the resting blood pressure. So no doctor is going to give you blood pressure medication because your blood pressure is higher when you lift weights, for example. So your blood pressure is a number that varies constantly throughout the day. It also has a daily change. So in the morning, it'll start to go up. It kind of peaks in the middle of the day. And then it's the lowest when you're supine or lying down and asleep. That's when it's lowest. So the standard is that it's supposed to be your resting blood pressure after resting for like 10, 15 minutes with your feet on the floor. There's kind of a standard way of doing it. Feet on the floor, your arm is at heart level, you're resting, you don't have to go to the bathroom, you haven't had coffee or your cigarette yet, and your blood pressure is checked in a resting way. So it's when your blood pressure is too high constantly, no matter how rested you are, that's when they consider it high blood pressure. So no doctor is going to say, go ahead and do household chores and we're going to check your blood pressure at that time. So if your blood pressure is, I can't see it, 98/62, should you talk to your doctor? Yes. Always talk to your doctor. So I have no idea. If you ask me, can I see your question? I can't see your question. That's the problem. So far the questions have been about blood pressure. So it's not exercise is not an interest. If exercise is not an interest, then tell me.
What about blood sugar?
Well, blood sugar. There's a lot of question. There you go. There's a lot of questions on. Sometimes I'll make a video about blood pressure, and people give me their blood sugar numbers. So blood sugar is different than blood pressure. So the reason why blood pressure is so easy to do yourself is because you don't have to prick your finger. Although they have new machines now where you stick it on your arm and it can check your blood sugar continuously throughout the day, but you have to get a prescription for that, or you have to spend a lot of money, and you can get it. But that's a more invasive procedure, but that would be a good thing. I haven't had any companies send me any one of those, but that would be nice to do. It would be interesting to see what your blood sugar is throughout the day. A lot of people can do that, but the old way of doing it is to prick your finger and take a little sample of blood, and that hurts after a while. People don't like doing that. So, supplements. There are supplements that can help with blood sugar, and there are supplements that can help with blood pressure. Do you want to learn about those? Just answer yes or no. Let me know in the comments section. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, 8 more. This is what it's like being with my wife when I have to talk and she wants to just go to sleep and I have an idea in my head. This has been going on for a long time.
You're a good talker.
I'm a good talker. Even when I was in chiropractic school, I would talk your ear off.
I'm a good listener.
She's good at looking like she listens and cares, but
I do care.
you do care.
I actually understand a lot of the stuff.
She could pass the MCAT
just from talking.
From talking to me. Yeah. Let's see. Is high intensity training for 20 minutes on a treadmill better than 45 minutes for a steady pace for weight loss or morbidly obese? Well, if that's a good question. So the answer is, for most people, if someone's morbidly obese, the whole concept is timing or time with exercise. If you can exercise for 45 minutes, you're going to have better results than if you exercise for 20 minutes. That should be a no-brainer. But the next thing is high intensity interval training. If you could do high intensity interval training for 20 minutes as a morbidly obese person, that would be a very unusual thing. So most of the time, people can't do both because they can't even do 20 minutes of steady state. So the goal is to first build up to, let's say, 45 minutes. And that would actually be better, first of all, for your joints, because high intensity interval training on a treadmill, you're going to be pounding your joints. And that isn't usually favorable for most people. They start having problems. The other issue is the higher intensity you go, the more you're going to raise your blood pressure. And if someone has cardiovascular disease, you don't want to be raising it super high. So as a general rule, you want to be able to protect the joints first and foremost so that you can continue to do exercise. So my vote, if it were me, you could do whatever you feel is right, but because, I'm not giving advice per se, but if it were me, if I were morbidly obese, I would try to build up to do steady state exercise, because most of the research shows that that's a lot easier on your joints, and long term, it's a lot safer from a cardiovascular perspective. So someone said yes. Would you definitely like to know the supplements? So you definitely want to know the supplements that help blood pressure from South Africa. Okay, sounds good, South Africa. Rock on. I will make videos about it. And just so you know, I do have videos already if you want to look them up. There's a thing, just so you know, when you go to someone's channel, I'm going to show you something here. Check this out. When you go to someone's channel, this is my channel right here, there's a thing down here that says Home, Videos, Shorts, Live, Playlist, Community Store, and there's a little icon there. And if what you do there, and you could search for, let's say, blood pressure, and then hit enter, and what'll happen is, oh, look at that. The first video says supplements that help with high blood pressure. How cool is that? And so what you can do, now you've got all these videos about blood pressure. Now, if you want to know about, for example, knees, do I have any videos on knees? Whoops. Let's see here. I'll show you this. Go knees. See, now you get this video. This video has 2.2 million views. That's pretty cool. And it talks about an exercise for knee arthritis. Then it's got all these different videos on knees. How cool is that? So if you have a question in particular and you want to find it on my channel, use the little search icon right there and type in what you're looking for. And if I already have a video on there, you will be able to find it. It'll be that easy. All right. How long a coffee will kick in my blood pressure? How long does coffee take before it increases your blood pressure? My understanding is it's usually like a very short period of time, like 20 minutes. Once the caffeine gets absorbed, it's going to raise your blood pressure. So probably not a good idea if you have high blood pressure. That's why they tell you not to drink sodas and coffee and stuff like that. So I do like 2 minutes at level 5 or 6, then go back to level 2 for 2 minutes. That's your version of HIIT. All right. Well, if you can do it, you can do it. Depends on if your joints can take it. So we'll see. Let's see here. So supplements that lower blood pressure. All right. You want to hear another dad joke?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. All right, one more, and then we have to stay up for New Year's. Already got that one. How did I pick that one already? What do you call a funny mountain? Hilarious. Well, how did you know that?
Because.
Why are ghosts terrible liars? Because you can see right through them.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that on Mark. Let's see if he likes that. Here's one for you guys. What is the difference between an African elephant and an Indian elephant? About 5,000 miles. Oh, this I use all the time. I used to use all the time, but now I'm getting older and I can't do it anymore. I used to always tell people I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. But now that I'm getting older, I'm trying to eat better. Dad, I'm hungry. Dad says, hello there, hungry. You can call me Dad. Why is it so windy at the concert? All the fans. What is the best treatment? Leg and foot edema. The best treatment depends on why you're getting leg and foot edema. If it's your kidneys, you're going to have to get to the doctor and find out what's wrong with your kidneys. That's a common thing. If you have swelling of your legs because you just had surgery, then the doctor is probably going to tell you what to do about it. He'll probably give you some type of compression sleeve and tell you to put your feet up and stuff like that. But you could have a clot for all you know. So there's no way to really say what the best treatment is because we really don't know why you have leg and foot edema, but those are the most common. So let's see. What did one egg say to the other? You crack me up. All right.
How many people still on?
I don't know. Oh, we're losing people here. All right, you got to get your kids to just get your kids' email, get your parents' email, or your grandparents' email.
8 more.
8 more, and we can go to sleep. It's time. Normally, on tomorrow, it's usually an okay day to ride, but the New Year's Day is the best day to ride because everybody is sleeping in, and all
watching the parade.
And watching the parade, and all the drunks are already asleep. So it's a great time to ride. So I try not to. My ultimate goal would be to go to bed at 9 o'clock on New Year's Eve
Right.
and wake up early and go for a ride.
You went and watched the Rose Parade live, right? At one point.
No. So the story is, my dear,
Yes.
We live near the Rose Parade, kind of ish.
Did.
And so when I was in college, a bunch of fraternity guys and we were going to go watch the Rose Parade. So we went the day before, literally at like noon. And we parked our car in Pasadena, in Glendale, and walked over that bridge. And we walked for like 5 miles to get to the Rose Parade. And then we just kind of walked. I don't even remember what we did. I don't even remember going to the restroom. I don't remember what we did. I don't remember eating. But we literally just walked around, and then it became nighttime, and it was a big party on Colorado Boulevard. And it was cold, and people started lighting fires and trash cans to stay warm, and people were camping out, and I remember it being a good time. And then all of a sudden, it started to get a little tiring, like about 4 a.m. And then at 5 a.m, well, right before sunrise, like at 4:30, it got miserable. And then we started getting tired. And then once the parade was supposed to start at like 7, and it was literally 6 o'clock, 6:15, and we're like, we have 45 minutes to go. And that's when all the crowd started really crowding up against Colorado Boulevard. And we saw some of the floats that were getting ready to go. And we were literally like, I'm tired, I'm hungry, let's just go home. And we walked back to our car, drove home, and watched it on TV. And then I think I slept that day. I think it was, I can't say who it was because I don't want to give his name, but it was the guy, his brother, who I did the triathlons against, who I accidentally punched or pushed. Yeah. His brother, I think we were at his house.
Oh, okay.
So you know who I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So anyway. Oh, thank God someone wrote something. What's a pirate's favorite letter in the alphabet?
R.
You'd think it'd be the R, but it be the C.
That's a good one.
Hey,
like
thanks. That's a good one. Oh my God. All right. That made me laugh. Thank you. Oh, come on, man. Dear wife, how I love thee. We've been doing this for 43 minutes.
You have?
I've been on.
You started before and then I came in.
Well, you came in, but 43 minutes. And what's amazing?
Do they have questions for the wife? I don't know.
Do you have questions about my wife that are appropriate? What do you want to know? What?
Questions for me.
Questions for you, not about you.
Not about me.
All right, questions for her. Like, what's it like getting free chiropractic care?
It's awesome.
It's awesome, except it's kind of like the woman in the shoe that lives in the shoe. Yeah. She doesn't. You're always last on the list.
I don't take enough advantage.
You don't take advantage.
No.
When I first started,
because it's,
well, we're busy.
I need to actually put you on the
You need to schedule it.
I need to schedule
like a normal, yeah. When we first got married, I used to have a portable table, and didn't we have it in the house or the garage?
Yeah, you could bring it wherever.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that portable table?
I think you donated it.
Did I donate it, or did it break?
I don't think it broke.
Huh.
Maybe you gave it to that guy who sells the equipment.
I may have traded it in for a different table.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
You need another one.
A portable table? Yeah. Where are we going to put it? Near the dumpster outside our garage? Near our appliances in our garage?
We should have brought it to the tailgate.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna say something. We went to a tailgate thing. We went to a football game. Yeah. I have never been to a football game before. We have friends, and we appreciate
not an NFL game.
Not an NFL game. But we have some friends that says, "Oh my God, you've never been to a football game." We do appreciate it. It was awesome. But they took us to the area in a parking lot where people do tailgate parties. And I didn't really understand what that meant. So I made a video about it, but it hasn't come out yet. But I'm not sure if it's going to come out. But anyway, I was flabbergasted by what's the politically correct thing to say here? Well, let's put it this way. I don't think anybody is there drinking beetroot juice. And they had a lot of herbs though.
They're having fun.
They're having a great time.
A lot of fun.
They weren't eating the herbs, although they may have, but they were definitely smoking it. And there were people out there just with the cooler with alcohol going, hey, come here. I'm going to sell you alcohol. I'll sell you a shot of tequila or what's the stuff? Tequila and bourbon. And I mean, they would sell it to anyone. It's not like they checked IDs. And then there was a lot of pot smoking going on. A lot of fun. A lot of people having fun. A lot of amazing food. But, well, was it amazing? It was basically...
It smelled amazing.
Okay, it was hot dogs wrapped in bacon.
No, I mean the people
What was with that?
Not the selling people. The people that were just there with their families and their grills.
I've never seen so many chicken wings and people that look like they ate chicken wings.
And that guy who gave our friend and me the
it was a Charger game.
Stuffed jalapenos.
Stuffed jalapenos.
Those were so good, wrapped in bacon.
Wrapped in bacon. Is that keto?
Am I allowed to say that?
Actually,
that is. It depends
seriously?
on the stuffing, but if it has just a cheese stuffing and
cheese
bacon
and jalapeno and bacon
that's
from some guy in a parking lot.
That's the great thing about keto.
That's the great thing is you could go to an NFL game. There was nothing to eat for me there.
As long as it's not breaded.
I was afraid. I was afraid of eating anything there. I didn't want to eat anything.
It sure smelled good.
Well, it smelled good, of course.
Yeah.
But the thing is that that all I could think is this is why we need medical doctors. Mm-hmm. Because I walked around and thought to myself, there's got to be at least 100 heart attacks just waiting to happen. That's all I thought.
Yeah. Good thing you were there.
Good thing I was there. Because I walked around, passed out my card, and told everybody about my channel. That would have not been well received. No. So it was an interesting thing to see. I don't think the world is going to suddenly get healthy because it's too much fun to do that. That's the challenge. Is how can you have fun and yet stay healthy? And do...
Oh, dear.
Okay. This ain't fun. I've been putting 48 minutes into this and
you're still at 10.
We need 10.
Back to 10.
And it's 1:15 in the morning.
Okay.
All right, are we done?
It's time to wait.
Are we done? Hey guys.
Any last questions?
Yeah, someone said, "Did I expect a salad?"
A nice side salad.
Can I have a side salad with that unregulated hot dog thing wrapped in bacon on this cart with a shot of whiskey? I'll have a salad. Is that EVOO?
It is California.
It is California.
We have salad with everything.
Is that an EVOO or is that mixed olive oil in there?
That's not seed oil.
I could see what's that guy Paul Saladino just having a freaking stroke at the Raider game or the Charger game, going, "Wait, is this seed oils?" So I'm gonna explain to my wife, and then we're gonna. All right. So there's a keto. He's not a keto guy. He's a carnivore guy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, the thing about him is all the carnivores hate his guts. Mm-hmm. They hate him. Well, okay. He wrote a book on how to become a keto guy. Okay, so he was cashing in on keto, and he's a medical doctor, but the thing is, he's a psychiatrist. Okay, so he wrote a book on he had some eczema. You know, usually the people that do well on keto are people with autoimmune problems, because basically keto is really, it's the ultimate elimination diet. So how you do elimination diet is you eliminate everything and then you start introducing one food at a time to see how your body reacts. And for most people, they'll eat a certain food and their body will freak out. And so it's a way to learn what doesn't bother you. So the ultimate elimination diet is a carnivore diet. So he's doing the carnivore diet. And then all of a sudden he gets better, but then he starts having serious problems, like serious problems. And he's told about this on his channel. And so he started, first of all, he's young. Okay. So he's a young guy and he's a athletic guy. He's like a surfer. So he likes to work out. Well, the problem is most of the people doing carnivore, you can't really work out. It's hard to work out because you need energy. So he starts eating carbohydrates in the form of fruit. And yeah, exactly. He eats fruits. Someone's communicating.
That's
Here.
good.
Hey, are you subscribed? Because I'm doing this for you. What's his name? Gabe. All right, Gabe. So he eats fruits. All right. Fruits. So he eats fruits. And he supposedly eats 300 grams of carbohydrates per day, which is a pretty good amount of carbohydrates. And he feels much better. Well, unfortunately, when you write a book and then you change your mind, the book is still in print. And he still sells the book. And so the carnivore people just go ape crazy and hate his guts. So he would actually, ironically, all the cart people at the football game, technically speaking, it was some weird sausage with bacon.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hot dog. It was a weird looking.
Probably it wasn't a bratwurst.
It looked like a bratwurst.
Kind of.
But it was wrapped in bacon. So there's your keto carnivore crap. And then they had onions and some peppers.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about it was just this, it was like being in a place downtown LA on the streets with someone with a cart.
Yeah.
You know, not the cleanest.
It had to be organized because it looked clean. And
yeah,
it had to be organized because they all had the same cart and they all had the same food.
Okay, they did. However, if anybody knows, let me know. Is this regulated? Do they get licensure to do this?
I don't think so, because when the cops were riding around, they all ran.
Okay, so no, they didn't all ran. Two guys ran.
Yeah.
There, so we were there, and in the mosh pit of the tailgate party, we saw two guys with carts, and there were cops going around. And when they saw the cops, they took off. They dug in through the in between the cars and started running away. Are you? I'm losing subscribers as I do this, man. Okay, so this guy, yes sir, I've subscribed. I'm an overthinking hypochondriac, always worried about my high blood pressure and heart health. Appreciate your videos. All right. Where are you from? Where in the world are you? Just so I know, because you're the only one that's talking right now. Where are you? So I can know how best to communicate. But yeah, Paul Saladino probably could have handled the Raider game or the Charger game or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, man, I don't even think I eat 300 grams of carbs per day. Mm-hmm. You think I do? Probably today.
On Fridays.
On Fridays, I eat 300 grams. And, but like during a ride, I eat about 30 grams per hour. That's like the goal. Mm-hmm. And I once tried 60 grams per hour. And it just felt like I was just stuffing my mouth the entire time. Yeah. Dude's in Northern California. Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Fellow Cali.
fellow California guy.
Although we're Southern California, so he may not like us that much.
Do you like Southern California? Let me know if you like Southern California. But yeah, I tried 60 grams, and supposedly the professional cyclists, like when they're doing hardcore Tour de France type of racing, they train their gut. Back up. They train their gut to do 120 grams of carbs per hour. So that's a lot of digestive. And what they do is they mix glucose and fructose at the same time so you can absorb more. Yeah. All right. What was your favorite video? Since you are a overthinking person, what was your favorite video that I did on my channel? Let me know. SoCal rocks, lived everywhere in the world, but finally feels like home there. All right. It does rock until you have to pay taxes on everything. I wish there were less. I've been losing weight successfully lately from eating grapes, baby carrots, and unsalted almonds. Eventually, I'll count calories. Well, if you're eating grapes and carrots and almonds, sounds pretty reasonable to me. Eventually,
satisfies the sweet tooth.
The grapes satisfy the sweet tooth. The carrots are your fiber and your energy, and then the almonds are your protein and fat. I actually made a video.
Oh, you should talk about frozen grapes, your favorite.
Okay, frozen grapes I love. You ever try frozen grapes? Frozen grapes are awesome because it's like eating a popsicle. You get that taste that you feel like you're eating dessert, but it's kind of healthy. I like the red grapes better, but the green grapes, I grew up, my mom would get green grapes. It's like, oh man, where are the red ones? But they're like
certain times of year you can't get the red ones.
Yeah, you can't get the red ones.
There's a season.
But I've made videos on almonds, and people, all I get is negative comments on it. It's the weirdest thing. Tell me, okay, so here's a test question. So I already know the answer. What's bad about almonds? List the things that are bad about almonds. Let's see if you guys know. I'm not saying don't eat them. I'm just saying what do people not like about almonds? I'm gonna give it 2 seconds. You guys type it in, and I'm gonna see if my wife knows.
I know.
You do?
I do.
Okay, first of all, I can think of right now.
I can probably think of a couple.
I could think of 3 that are kind of funny in a way. But all right, so hold on. Let's see if we get a comment.
Okay.
And then fat. Okay, that's all right. Someone says.
Yeah.
Someone. Okay,
Yeah.
It's too fattening, right? So calories are fat.
Yeah.
High calorie.
For a keto person,
Okay.
It's good.
For a keto. Okay, so just.
For somebody who doesn't want.
I'm talking about the comments. So everybody's going high calorie or fat. That's the problem with almonds. Okay.
I'm going to say, people say it uses up too much water.
Okay, so that's a California thing.
For the environment.
Okay, so
and
almonds are bad.
So almonds are bad because they use up, the crops take too much water.
The crops take, okay, so this is my wife saying, but you guys are saying they're expensive. That's a problem.
They're expensive, yeah.
They are expensive, actually. Yeah. And cholesterol. Okay. We can do that one. Go ahead.
I think the complaints that I've heard are the crops take too much water.
Yes.
And the skins have, I don't know if it's lectins.
Lectins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lectins. So that's why a lot of people in a lot of countries, they blanch them.
They blanch them. Oh.
To remove the skin.
Okay.
Because of the lectins.
Now, a person that has irritable bowel syndrome or Crohn's disease or some type of thing, do almonds bother them?
They can bother a lot of people, I've heard.
They do bother.
I love almonds, but
okay.
That's
we're not going to talk about your digestive system, and we're not going to talk about mine.
We don't need to talk about mine.
But we do buy almonds. Almonds are high in cholesterol? No.
I don't think so.
No, they don't have cholesterol. Yeah, someone got it right. High water demand to grow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, okay, so now it's my turn.
Okay.
Okay, number one, I was gonna say the lectins for some people. So for some people, lectins are not a problem. For some people, lectins are a major problem. So if lectins are a problem for you, we tend to demonize food. And once a food gets a bad name, then it's bad for everyone, right? It's kind of like peanuts. So are peanuts healthy? Well, not for the kid that can't breathe after eating peanuts. He should not be eating peanuts. But that doesn't mean we should outlaw peanuts. So almonds, some people, the lectins give them problems. Number two was the high water demand. So because California is in a drought for at least our entire life and our parents.
Every few years.
Every few years there's a big to do, but the truth is it's been in
We live in a desert.
we live in a desert, so there's no water, Meanwhile, it's been raining for the last couple days, but that doesn't mean anything. All right. So there's the lectin thing, there's the water thing, and then ironically, people, I don't want to say what they do. People complain that it's not what our ancestors ate. And I thought, well, our ancestors got eaten by, dinosaurs. That doesn't mean what we should, just because our ancestors did it. But they say, oh, we're not supposed to eat nuts and stuff like that. And then also, it's high in fat and high in calories. Well, the thing is that relatively speaking, if you were to take a grape, the size of a grape, and the size of an almond to fill up the space, it's obviously got more calories and stuff, but it's very unlikely that the obesity problem in America is because people are eating too many almonds. Like at this tailgate party, I didn't see one almond, but I saw a lot of big people, like a lot of big people. And so my guess is that they didn't get that way from eating almonds. So I wouldn't worry about it. The second thing is the cholesterol. My understanding is almonds don't have cholesterol. And usually our dietary cholesterol is not the driver of what gives us cholesterol. So there's a big confusion as to when you go get your blood test and they say you have high cholesterol, you assume that it's because you ate too much cholesterol in your diet. But what happened is the way that you eat makes your body create more cholesterol. So most of the cholesterol that's in our blood system is not directly from our cholesterol consumption, but rather it's because our body made the cholesterol. So some people make a lot of cholesterol genetically. It's just the way they are. It's just like pigment in your skin. Some people can go out in the sun and tan, and some people can go out in the sun and burn. That's largely genetic. You don't get a choice in that. So some people, when they eat a certain way, they make more cholesterol. Some people can eat, and we all know someone who can eat everything wrong, and their cholesterol is, 99. So that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Some people just are cholesterol producers, some people are not. It's largely influenced by diet, but for the most part, genetics, they say genetics loads the gun, but diet pulls the trigger. So nuts don't have cholesterol. So I assume that it's the traditional logic of almonds have fat. We know fat creates more cholesterol. Thus, since almonds have fat, almonds make you fat or give you high cholesterol. It's not that easy. So soaking the nuts says traditional technique. So you soak the nuts, get the skin off. It's a little easier to digest. Sounds good to me. I like the crunch though. That's the thing.
They stay crunchy. Blanched almonds are crunchy.
They're not as crunchy. I like a good crunch. All right. don't you people have anything better to do? Don't I have anything better to do? I was editing videos and I got just bored. And so, what is fast, loud, and crunchy? A rocket chip. What has 1,000 ears but cannot hear? Oh, what has a... How did you know that? I had to reread it. What has 1,000 ears but cannot hear? A cornfield. So you do have problems with weight loss because you eat too many almonds. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if I saw that at the football game is all I'm saying. But I imagine if you consume a lot of almonds that it can definitely hamper you. So thus, if you know that's your Achilles heel, then best advice would be to take the almonds and put them into little Tupperware dishes so that when you want to grab some almonds, you don't grab a big bag of almonds, you know?
Yeah.
Just
Portion control.
portion control. And you force the portion control on yourself so that you don't have a choice. You just grab that portion of almonds, and that might be an option for you.
Get an inexpensive kitchen scale.
My wife says get an inexpensive kitchen scale as opposed to an expensive kitchen scale.
They're all
Why would you?
They're all relatively cheap.
They're all relatively
And they're
cheap.
Very useful.
Well, I don't want cheap. I want the best.
Okay. Well, they're very useful.
This is why my wife sometimes doesn't listen to me. But on a serious note, why do you need a cheap one?
No, I'm just saying in general they're inexpensive, so
Okay.
it's a worthy investment to help you measure out your snacks.
To measure out your snacks. Did you hear that?
To weigh your snacks.
This is from someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, she investigates
Yeah.
the reviews of everything before she buys, like, a kitchen knife.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, or scissors. Like, we have done more research. I don't care. To me, I don't give a rat's. But you will do a lot of research to find out what the best scissors is, the knife, the cutting board. We have how many different cutting boards? Well, we have a lot.
Yeah.
We have about
I'm
15
it's
cutting boards.
a small investment, and it helps you measure out your food.
Yeah, so it helps measure out your food.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing to do. All right. In my experience, knocks me out. Ha ha. Almonds do? They knock you out? All right. Anyway, you can get this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put if you guys want to know, I'll put this on Amazon. I'll put an Amazon link. Can we get it on Amazon?
I didn't get it on Amazon.
You did not? Why did you not get it on Amazon? Do you realize this can be a tax write-off now that I'm doing it on YouTube?
I try to give other places some money besides Amazon.
Oh, too many nuts. That's a joke. Very good. All right, let's check this the last time, and I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, this isn't moving.
We're holding at 10.
We're holding at 10. I just need 10 more. And I want to take a picture when it does that, but I think I'm done. It's like 1:30 in the morning.
It's time for bed.
It's time for bed, and we're going to go to bed, and then we're going to sleep late and
mess up our
biorhythms. And then Tuesday I have to wake up early to go to work. And I have a lot of people on Tuesday, I think.
That's good.
That's good in a way.
Yeah.
But
anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for being a subscriber. And please don't unsubscribe right now, because it goes.
I don't want to see him cry.
I don't. Yeah. She doesn't want to see me cry. But I want to see it go. It's just an ego thing. It means nothing. Just subscribe. And in the morning you can unsubscribe.
Unfortunately, honey, I think people that watch you at 1:30 in the morning are already subscribers.
Yeah, because there's no...
Oh, that was mean.
That was mean. It just went down one. Oh my God. All right. Thanks for being a subscriber. Hopefully this year is going to go real well. Now, how do I turn this off? Huh?
For everybody.
For everybody. Yeah. All right, let's see here. X. I want to stop streaming.